What's going on, everybody? Welcome to On Screen Live. My name is Andrew Jupin, and this is the show for, my goodness, February the 12th, 2024. Happy Madam Web Week. I know I'm stoked. We all have our pre-purchase tickets for Madam Web. Everybody, thank you for the letter writing campaign to Sony. We want Madam Web, and it's finally coming out. And maybe the week after we'll be talking about it. But this week we got a lot to get to. I'm going to bring in my buds here. First up, you know him, you love him. Got a snazzy little shirt on today, Mr. Eric Siska.
Oh, hello. I had no idea it was Web Week.
Oh, yeah, dude. Get ready to sling.
The acting powerhouse, Dakota Johnson.
Yeah, and she seems not too hyped for this movie herself, so that's going to really drive people to the box office. I'm sure Sony was really appreciative of that. Let's see. Oh, also, I mean, I'm liking the button-down shirt look this week, you guys. Here's Steven Sadak.
Yeah, dress it up a little bit.
About time.
Madam Web Week, and also for Madam Web Week, I slung some webs earlier.
You did?
Yeah, just a little earlier.
Nice. Did Aunt May see? Did the aunt see it?
No, yeah, she did, because she was singing. She was doing the Our Father, and I had to keep jerking off. Like, finish it. Remember that part in the first Spider-Man movie?
Yeah.
It's a real, what do you call it there? It's a 50-50 on if I'm seeing Madam Web this week. I still going through some recovery stuff. I haven't been out to the movies yet. It would be hilarious if that was my grand return to the cinemas. So I'm hoping.
It always makes for a better story when it's a worse movie when you come back.
Exactly.
You're seeing Madam Web.
I'm buying the ticket today, and then it's going to be Alamo has a good refund policy, which is good. So.
I was just looking really quickly here. You know what? Madam Web under 2 hours, Steve. So do it that way you will.
I love that.
That's at least according to Google. Okay, so we'll see what happens. Maybe next week too. Chris Cabin will be reading the book adaptation of the Madam Web motion picture. But this week, let's check in, see what the librarian took off the shelf. Hi, Chris.
Making great hot chocolate is to put the tiny marshmallows in first. So
I love that he's run out of books.
So you can fit in 40 or so of them. This way, the hot chocolate just fills in the cracks.
Chris, what book
I
is
wondered
this?
why you with what?
I'm going to put hot chocolate in your cracks if you keep this up.
You're not going to do anything of the sort.
Yes,
Chris, were you just reading a Calvin and Hobbes book?
Yeah, why not? Why wouldn't I be doing it? What you want me to listen to Steve talk about jerking off from his aunt? What exactly? What is this?
First of all, Aunt May isn't my aunt. She's Peter Parker's aunt, so it's fine.
An aunt then, damn.
Step aunt.
Still, yeah, step in. Fine.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that's much a better use of my time than Calvin and Hobbes for sure.
By the way, searching, I cannot find a novelization of Madam Web anywhere.
Not yet. Not yet. That's all I'll say, Steve. Not yet.
Eventually, it will come down the pike. It has to.
Thanks for hanging out this week, y'all. Let's see who's in the chat. Fortune's daughter, hello. Big McLarge, huge, of course. DR, Ariana, all in the game. B-Man, Will Cloak. Captain McClutch over on Twitch. How you doing, Big Daddy? I saw someone asking, is listener request month drawing this week? No, you got to listen. It's next week. Next week, listener request month drawing happening live on this very program. But no, not this week. This week, though, got some stuff to get to. Going to be picking apart some of the stuff we saw in betwixt the big game. We got some birthdays here, guys. Check this shit out. One of our heroes, one of the best to ever do it. Happy 88th birthday to Joe Don Baker.
Yeah.
Wow, he's still alive, huh?
Yeah, man.
Good for him.
Love it. I love that dude.
He's great.
Happy birthday to Octopus yourself, Maud Adams, 79. Canadian powerhouse Michael Ironside turned 74. Was just watching him last night in Watchers.
How did that finish out for you, by the way?
All right, I got that.
Oh, dude, stay tuned for Watchers. Stay the fuck tuned. That was a wild-ass movie. And Dean Koontz adaptation, by the way.
Really? What year was that movie?
88, I think.
88, okay.
Yeah.
And it's about a robot dog?
No, it's a dog that was genetically engineered to be able to read and write.
dog.
It's a super smart dog. It's the second of 2 late 80s motion pictures where Corey Haim has multiple one-on-one scenes with a dog, including he or the dog in a bathtub. This movie, he's bathing a dog. In The Lost Boys, he's taking a bath while the dog's hanging out.
That's true.
That's absolutely true. I mean, this was, of course, the end of Stephen King and the cocaine, so we were running out of books. So find something else to do. Dean Koontz is right there. He's terrible, but he makes some, peculiar situations.
He'll get you through. He'll get you through a coast to coast flight. Okay,
Yep.
That's
He
what Dean
absolutely
will do.
will. Yes.
Him and James Patterson. God bless him.
Let's see who else we got here. Gurney Halleck himself, Josh Brolin, turns 56.
Nice.
We got Darren Aronofsky's 55.
Man.
I like the 1-2 punch of these photos.
Mhm.
Hey.
I mean, that is the oldest picture of Josh Brolin. That is like, well, what's he? He's like, oh man, I can't wait to break into the theaters these days.
This is that looks like the No Country look.
Yeah,
isn't
a little No Country-ish.
It's his IMDb photo, so it's old, I guess, is the idea.
Yeah.
Like he maybe didn't have his people updated or whatever.
I'm kind of surprised, because like Michael Ironside, Joe Don Baker, they go for the older. Those were their that's not too long ago. It doesn't seem like in either case.
Yeah.
But hey.
Happy birthday to comedy and late night legend Arsenio Hall. He turned 68. He was on the Emmys, by the way, looking fucking fantastic for 68, I have to say. My childhood crush and yours, Christina Ricci, turns 44.
Oh yeah, she's great in Yellow Jackets. Everybody, really. Fantastic.
Oh, that's right, Chris Cabin, #1 Yellow Jackets fan.
I am. I've now become. I found the one TV show in 3 years. I've been like, wait, where's a good one? Come on, give me a good one, and that was one.
And then one last one, folks. One of the only watchable parts of Expendables, Iko Uwais turns 41. Yeah.
Happy birthday, everyone.
Happy birthday indeed, dude. Now, because it was the big game weekend, not a ton at the box office. Real sleepy week. Let's check the numbers. This is highest gross. Now, I'll tell you right now,
is Christ back?
Power. Christ has risen.
Okay,
once again.
Christ
he's risen again, but he's fallen in the numbers.
It's Easter already?
Yeah, dude, you've been asleep for 3 months.
I believe it, dude.
So somehow we're in like mid-February, and a movie from the 3rd week of December is still number 5 at the box office. Wonka, still wonking and rolling here. $3.12 million. And the reason I did this, you'll see in a second, is because the number against number 4 here, The Chosen, here we go. Now this is just season 4, episodes 1 through 3 still. And that really, really close here, 3.15 million in its week.
This is crazy. This is terrifying. I think that we can now predict a Trump win. I think.
This is just classic word of mouth. Did you see the 3 episodes of The Chosen where they're walking around in the fart cloud?
No. Season 4.
Yes, the newest season. I'm sorry. Honey, you've got to catch up. Go to Fathom Events where you watch the first 3 seasons. Stay there for a week and hang out in the theater and watch
I'll tell you. I mean, Chris, I think you're kind of onto something as far as like the catching up thing goes, because this coming Friday, episodes 4 through 8 are doing the same exact thing.
They're never leaving the top 5, man. That's it.
No, especially when there's literally nothing. Let's see if Madam Web.
Well, that's
can
the
take
question.
it
Is
out.
Madam Web is going to be, taking eating up those screens like Pac-Man.
We should start doing. I think we should start doing some viewer polls as far as the box office. So, like, I think if we did one for this week, maybe I'll figure out a way to put it out there. Which is topping which, Madam Web or The Chosen episodes 4 through 8? I'd be curious. Staying right where he's comfortable. Number 3, The Beekeeper.
The Beekeeper.
Still just rocking and rolling, another 3.4 million. I've been at the box office for 5 weeks now.
I'm not sure if we're. I don't know if we're gonna get a Beekeeper 2.
Yes, we have to.
Well, let's hope.
Please.
But this does secure the fact that we are going to get more Jason Statham Beekeeper-like content. I'm sure.
I'll say this. Oh, go ahead, Steve.
I just want to ask everyone to do earmuffs who has not seen the Beekeeper for like 30 seconds, because I think the funny in 3, 2, 1. I think the funniest part about that movie is that Felicia Rashad just commits suicide. Like, because when it happens, you're like, oh, they're investigating, and it's going to be a thing where no, she totally killed herself because of what happened there in the first 6 minutes of that movie.
There's a little something in that where I'm like, what else did she have going on?
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, like, because it is a spiritual sequel to Ray Winstone's death in The Departed. She literally does an fuck it and kills herself in that movie.
Well, as I said, I think he should have gotten her into actual beekeeping earlier to give her structure, so that something like this
something to hold on to,
doesn't hit your towers so quickly and just crumble like that. You gotta have something to hold on to. And she's just like immediately like, oh, we took all your savings, and then like, well, that's it then. That's I might as well. Why wait for an hour?
She does it with which and we'll stop talking about it now. Which what I would call a Sadakian quickness.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, like one that was just.
I am out of here.
I appreciate a nice fast suicide. You
don't overthink it. That's what everybody does. They overthink it. Just go.
You start writing a little note, and then suddenly it's long, and then you're like getting on the stool. Throwing the electrical cord because you don't have rope up to the rafters.
Well, I was going to kill myself, but I was too busy proofreading this suicide note.
Get too into aesthetics. It's not good.
Yes.
Then I got caught up watching The Chosen on TV. And, in at number 2, its debut, and what a pathetic debut indeed, Lisa Frankenstein.
I always love hearing about a movie for the first time on this program.
Yes.
No, I've seen some commercials for it. It seems
it's written by Diablo Cody and it's directed by Robin Williams' daughter Zelda.
All right, good. Because I was gonna say Diablo Cody and felt really bad if everyone's like, no, that's not her, you fucking misogynist. Like, no, it is her though, right?
It's her.
It's her.
If it looks cute and stupid, I don't get in for what she puts down on the page, man. Yeah. And this does not look any different. And this was to the tune of $13 million in the budget alone. If this is your first week, Focus Features and Universal taking a bath on this movie, no doubt about it.
Yeah, there's been a scrambling of trying to like turn specialty labels into horror labels as well. Like Focus Features trying to get in on the horror game. Like I know they put out some stuff that was horror light before that.
Sure.
Post Get Out, they have just been trying to do this nonstop.
And
they
it is
can
what's her face.
What are you saying, Steve?
Is it what's her face from Freaky that's the lead?
The Quantum Mania actress.
Oh,
yes.
I like her.
What's her name? Caroline?
Something
I don't know. No, you're totally right, Chris. Anytime Focus Features tries to venture into like too much of genre type stuff,
Catherine Newton.
There we go. Thank you, Eric. It doesn't really work out. You know, and this was one they had. There was this like folk horror movie they had with Noomi Rapace that was like good, but they don't know how to handle stuff like this. And now you're doing like genre stuff, but also focus more towards like the youths.
Yeah,
and they don't got the juice to push a movie like that. So that is what it is. And then, I mean, because it's a real. What else were you gonna watch? I guess Argyle still at number 1. Man.
Yeah,
This fucking soon-to-be rental in this house, 6.5 mil in week 2. Apple is really taking a bath with this, and now also Universal. This is a 63% drop. Universal's holding the bill for at least $35 to $40 million in the ad budget. Everybody's taking a bath with Argyle.
Here's the thing. I have no beef with Argyle until
you should.
Apple cancels the new Denzel Spike Lee movie, and then they're like, "Oh no, we had to because of Argyle." Then I have a huge problem.
Yeah. Or if I lose Monarch Legacy of Monsters because we took a bath with Argyle, I'm going to be peeved.
I mean, you might. I mean, we're at a point now where it would actually be more scary if they do greenlight an Argyle too.
Yeah.
Like if they're like, we have nothing else really to bank on. Like this is literally it. This thing that we forced into people's fucking face in January, February. Like I don't know. I hope nothing comes of this. I hope Matthew Vaughn doesn't make much else. But like,
I'd be surprised if there's an Argyle too.
I really hope not.
Would generally be surprised. Got to point out a good comment when I see one. Our good buddy Bucyrus87 says, "Taking a bath with Argyle. What is this? My search history?" I like that. I like that.
Oh yes.
I like having a laugh. A little round elsewheres here at the box office. Dune Part 1, the reissue, 1.6 million on like 2,100 screens. I went and I saw it on yesterday morning.
You got the bucket, right?
Great. And check this out, dude.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, you guys. I bought the fucking Dune pocket pussy. Look at this.
I want to start. So how many times have you fucked it thus far?
0 because the Super Bowl was on yesterday, but it's going to be a big week, Chris Cavan.
Yeah,
big week.
Is your dog terrified of it yet, or have you?
Marty, what do you think? Nah, she's all right.
All right, that's good.
Is that now? It's those like teeth, those like little tendrils thing. Are those like plasticky? What does that feel like?
It's like little
You can go through
rubbery.
it. Okay.
They're soft.
Roughly.
Oh, nice.
So you couldn't like pull one off and make like your own little crease knife out of it. But you can do a real. I mean, look at that.
I mean, that's a fist. That's fisting.
I mean, folks,
fisting.
I bought this at the concession stand at a movie theater. Come on already.
May I? Because somebody asked for it in the chat, and I was vaguely aware of this yesterday. I didn't read it, and I haven't read it yet. I'm going to read it live. Something. Josh Brolin wrote a poem to Timothy Chalamet.
Oh,
yeah.
Please.
And I have. It's been making the rounds. I've not read it. So just here we go.
Okay.
No title, it seems like, right?
Well, that's the way you want to go.
Yes, no title.
Okay.
Your face is etched by adolescence. Your cheekbones jump towards what are youth-laden eyes that slide down a prominent nose onto lips of a certain poetry.
Wait, he's trying to get laid here, huh?
And
Totally.
the way you hold my gaze make me fear my own age.
Hell yeah.
Because something in me tells me you are not going to offer me something, and for now, I'm not sure it's going to be something I want anymore.
Wow. I'm blown away.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Snaps in there for that. Let's get some snaps in there. That was some good stuff right there.
We do a little poetry corner here.
That was great.
I would be like, I mean, hey, if those two dudes are sucking each other's dicks, that's great. I'd love to watch it. I'd love to hear about it.
Get a camera on that. Put it in the movie theaters. I'd go see that. Give me a fucking Timothy Chalamet's mouth bucket.
I'm sure you can find some 3D printer model thing to get that going for you, dude. Don't worry about that. You can download the schematics.
Yeah, just put in all of Ken Russell's filmography in that bucket and put it together. You'll get a mouth bucket.
Where did this poem get posted?
It's a great question.
On Warner Brothers website?
Variety had it for some reason. That's where I got it.
There was a picture of him holding it. He had he actually wrote it at some point.
All right. Well, that's great.
Oh, I see. There's a new coffee table book coming out called Dune Exposures. And I assume Brolin, who shares his on-set experience through poetry, it seems like.
So he exposes himself through poetry.
The thing I'll say, anyone out there gearing up to see Dune Part 2, one, it was great refreshing on the big screen with Part 1, but also the end of it, after the credits, they had this like extended, I don't know, like between 5 and 10 minutes, less than 10 minutes, but more than 5 preview, and they show you the sequence of Paul riding the worm for the first time. It's so fucking awesome the way they do it. It's gonna be a wild ride, man. It's gonna be a wild fucking ride.
See, that makes a ton of more sense. Remember we had to watch what is it? The Will Smith movie last
I Am
Legend. Thank you.
Yes.
To get the first 3 minutes of the Dark Knight.
Yeah, that was terrible. We all went to the
of course we did.
That.
Oh, absolutely. And then, the pendulum swings the other way. The box office for the big Hollywood stuff does shittily. Art market during the Super Bowl weekend, a little better.
Looks like they're cooking for the big game right there.
Yeah.
Like this.
Oh, it's very rich.
Julia Binoche making some chicken wings here in the taste of things from IFC. 42K on 3 screens. Not too shabby, about 14.5, 15.5 per. Yeah, real long food porn movie.
It's really good. If you are into food porn, it is about as good as that kind of stuff gets. If you're not watching like a doc like the Wiseman doc or anything like that.
Right. So that's the box office. Real fucking pathetic shit, dudes. We'll see what happens. Maybe Madam Web will jumpstart this box office. Or, maybe the Jesus Show will be #1. We'll see. But speaking of greener pastures ahead here, this spring we're going on tour. Did you guys know that, by the way?
I did not.
Yeah. Oh, so Steve, pack your bags.
Well, no, I'm also going to pack my moleskin because we were writing poetry the entire time about you and my masculine good friends that I love so much.
We were on the road eating at an In-N-Out burger. I looked at you and said, "Is it 12:30 at night?" So first up, 425, Eric Siska, where are we going to be?
Oh, we're going to be in Atlanta, Georgia, talking about the Gerard Butler movie Gamer.
Yeah.
Gamer. I'm a gamer. Look at me. I'm a gamer. At City Winery in Atlanta. Tickets are flying, so get on that.
I can't wait to get back to Atlanta. It's been far too long.
7 years precisely.
Mm-hmm.
It does.
You'd say the better part of a decade. Sorry, Chris. What?
It's going to feel a little weird doing a Gerard Butler impression in a place that's a winery, like technically speaking. It's just going to be weird, but while being like, "Oh, nice wine, everybody."
The staff's going to be like, "What are they doing up there?"
High and low. And by the way, folks, the highest. I saw some confusion online. The highest priced tickets are the meet and greet.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
Probably better seating and the meet and greet.
Yes, I think that's generally how those things work. Yeah, if there's any confusion on the website for the venues. Speaking of venues, then May comes around. We're doing the Lone Star Day. 2 dates in the Lone Star State. Chris Cabin, where are we on 5/14?
Oh, well, I don't know where we are, but we're doing RoboCop 2.
That's Houston, Texas, Chris. Thank you very much.
Nailed it.
Improv.
Yes.
The Houston
We've been
Improv.
fucking these dates for weeks. Yes, the Houston Improv.
May 14th. We're going to have a lot of fun talking about RoboCop 2, the one that was apparently filmed there, and Little Kid Mafia.
That's right. We're all going to be high as shit on Nuke the whole time.
Oh, yeah.
Did Mattress Mac have his dirty little hands in this one too, or no?
Oh shit!
I
Yeah,
don't
local
know.
hero Mattress Mac.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be awesome. We've never played Houston. That's gonna be a lot of fun. And then in Austin, the very next night, May the 15th, Steve Sadek, what are we getting up to?
It's a dark night. It's going to be From Dusk Till Dawn, a We Love Movies episode.
Oh yeah.
The movie, again, which I'll keep saying, my most rented movie in all of history. Super fun. Even just talking about it, I'm like, what if I watched that tonight? You know what I mean? I'm just sort of like, what if I watched it tonight?
It is one of the premier hotel TV movies. I think, honestly, the last 2 times we've hit the road, both times I've watched at least parts of From Dusk Till Dawn on cable.
Yes.
Yeah, I watched it in Salt Lake City.
Yes, we were all texting, watching it.
Yeah.
I assume parts of it would be cut out, but maybe I am being presumptive on it.
No, it's showtime, baby.
Yeah, it's a.
Oh, so you can sling your webs all you want. They didn't cut anything out.
That's right. That is right. So head over to WHMpodcast.com, click on that tour button. It'll give you all the ticketing information right there. And remember, folks, we're just the act going through town. If you have specific questions about these venues and whatnot, you got to talk to these people, man. You know, we don't know things about if there's accessible doors and all that stuff. So feel free to reach out to the venue with that stuff.
Yeah, we know nothing. We know as much as you do. So reach out.
We
to
want
the venue.
nothing. We want to see you. So come on out.
Hell yeah.
Guarantee it'll be worth your time. You'll have a lot of fun. This is the best thing to do. Period.
Yeah,
that's it.
It's fun going out and laughing.
Mm-hmm.
The best thing you could ever do.
It's the best thing you could do with your life. Getting a college degree? Absolutely not.
No.
The best thing about the first half of last night's big game was nothing to do with football, but with all the movie-related shit, because while it turned out to be a good game in that second half, Woof City, for that first few minutes there, my goodness gracious. But we've handpicked a couple of trailers that we want to talk about here, stuff that debuted during the big game in a segment we like to call Trailer Segment.
I'm a State Farm agent now.
You know what, dude?
Yeah, this is movie.
I gotta be honest, it worked for me. I was okay with it. It was
Yeah.
it was just okay.
I knew it was coming because he was posting about it or whatever, and I still think it's pretty funny.
I will say that the Patrick Stewart one, let's let our good old friend just relax and enjoy a cup of tea someplace.
See, I don't know, man. Him checking the playlist and it just says throw the child.
Yeah.
That was pretty funny. And then him saying, we should throw the child. Kind of got me every single time. But we did have some trailers here. And speaking of stuff like I didn't really know what was happening, Eric, you're always discovering stuff through this show. Does everybody know we're making a prequel to A Quiet Place called A Quiet Place Day One?
I had no idea.
I knew because right after I saw a very good movie called Pig by a guy named Michael Sarnowski, I was like, oh, I wonder what the next great like independent original movie is going to do. No, fuck that. He's going to do Quiet.
You know
Quiet
what?
Place
He's
3.
on the carousel, Chris.
Let him get his payday.
Uh-huh.
Let him get his payday.
And I'm sure he's going to do the other movies down the line. When this thing gets panned, they're going to want to get him back and get another original movie. That's what's going to happen.
Yeah. I've never seen any of these movies. Not out of like malice or like fuck those movies. I just like kind of like I kind of got it. I was like, I get it. You know what I mean? Like, do I want?
I saw the first one. It was a huge shoulder shrug.
Mm-hmm.
I think
got on with my life.
The first one's fine. I like the problem with these movies. You think about it for a second, it completely falls apart. But
sure,
I thought the first one was serviceable enough. But you think about it, it falls apart. Maybe day one, I'll find out, that I shouldn't be thinking about anything.
Well, this one's kind of getting me. The lack of the Krasinski, which is interesting.
That's a big one.
That's a plus.
B, the Lupita Nyong'o, and C, it seems like there's like real set pieces, which seem kind of interesting, as opposed to people trying to play fucking Boggle without waking up the monster or whatever goes on in this movie.
Right.
The first one is definitely it's overdosing you on tension. Like that's the whole movie, and like this looks like an action movie. This like at least for the first half will be an action movie of sorts. So I get that's a little bit more exciting, but I don't like the premise. I don't like these movies. Like I love it sucks because I love Emily Blunt. And this has been a major. Didn't she direct the second one? She definitely received it.
I think she probably has a story credit or something like that.
But the second one I think has a little more of that action set piecey stuff, but it's
the first one
not as good.
Standard rule: give me more than 20 minutes of John Krasinski, you should put it in the garbage.
Krasinski was at the helm for that second one as well.
Oh, for the second one as well. Okay, I did not know that.
Emily Blunt, not even. There's no writing credits or anything.
Damn.
He was directing that first one and that second one. And then, I mean, I like Lupita Nyong'o also, but
of course,
this movie, whatever. But so anyway. Folks, if you're watching along at home, we do have the links to the exact versions of the trailers we'll be watching right here. If you want to watch along with us, those are down in the show description, which when you're down there, by the way, like this episode and be sure to subscribe to the channel. Anyway, so here we go. Yes, this is A Quiet Place Day One. You guys ready to check this out? It's a quick one.
I am ready. By the way, I also don't appreciate that the big game was just like, go online to see it.
What is this?
Show me the fucking trailer.
Thank you.
You know exactly what that is, Eric. You don't have to pay for all the time. Those fucking seconds cost in a fucking Super Bowl ad. So why not just be like, hey, go to the internet. We're not going to deal with spectacle anymore, even on the commercials. Fuck it.
Right.
Yeah, we'll use that time for the new soda company.
Yes, of course. Why not?
Oh, soda man, the presumptuousness of that commercial. Soda that your children's children will be talking about. What the fuck are you talking about? How about that, Poppy?
Yeah, Poppy.
No, what are you doing? Anyway, you're making space for Poppy and the Jesus Feet commercial.
Yeah, exactly. Washing Jesus's feet in soda pop. That's the goddamn Super Bowl, not any of the movie fun stuff. Anyway, let's get to the trailer.
All right, here we go. Quiet Place Day One. 3, 2, 1, go.
Well, she's shocked.
She's shocked. She's like, fuck, I'm in what? Okay, we got aliens kind of blast down to Earth is the idea.
We're 9/11ing. I like that. Love that.
Gotta do it.
War of the Worlds.
Okay.
Bore of the Worlds.
Yes.
It seems like these people are not being quiet at all.
Well, I think this is maybe before they figured out what the deal was, Steve.
Got it.
Yeah. Plus, I guess if the town's exploding, you got a little cover.
That's true. That you know what? That 30-second preview was kind of all I needed to know that maybe I'll rent that someday, but That's about it. I really did not care for the design of the monsters, and it looks like now it's like whole hog. You're watching these monsters run around.
They kind of look like Mewtwo. That'll do something for somebody in the comments. They look like a bunch of Mewtwo's.
What's that?
Right.
Pokemon?
There's a Pokemon.
Mono?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. See, Mew is the small little cat that hangs around with the Rocket family, but Mewtwo is like this tall, sexy version of that. So that's
I see.
Okay.
Yeah.
They kind of look like you might not remember this because it's a one-shot deal in the movie, but I watched it yesterday, so it's front of mind. There's a moment in Dune Part 1 where the Reverend Mother and Baron Harkonnen are meeting with Peter de Vries, Dave Dastmalchian's character, and he's got this like monster thing that looks like a gimp suit, but it's got like 8 legs and it's like drinking water out of a bowl.
Yeah.
These monsters also look like whatever the fuck that thing was. Very weird shit. So this next one, this is just for Eric, because I know, Eric, you really like keeping up to date on the juicy ass situation of the Minions. Despicable Me 4.
Oh yeah. Oh god, these guys, they just kill me. It's hard not to be enlarged while watching them.
Have you watched the Minions movie today, Eric? Have you? I know you do it daily. I don't know.
Every second, it's just
okay. Oh wow. Okay. I didn't know that.
I saw people were giving you shit for whatever Minions movie on Letterboxd.
Oh,
like still a review you wrote like 2 years ago.
Yes, I panned Despicable Me, and I kind of equated it to like a moment of like the lead in the Roman aqueducts or something. And then all these people who like flip the fuck out that someone dared question the Minions.
Yep.
And then you go to their profile and it's like just a nightmare of taste. Like, oh my God.
Oh yeah, sure.
Now they're like, I'm right and you're wrong.
Is this army of commenters 3 people at the bottom of the view, or is
well, someone chimes in like every 2 months now.
They filter in, yes.
And I just reply with a baby bottle every time.
Okay,
that is what I wanted to get to that, because I think that is the smoothest move. Just a baby bottle. It really says it all. Fucking love it. I feel like you're probably going to get your baby bottle emoji ready when you review Despicable Me 4, Eric. Coming out, this is a pretty stacked July. Most of these are July releases that we're talking about here. I didn't mention A Quiet Place. Prequel there is 6/28. And this guy is July, what are we? 3rd.
12th.
Oh, man. Big ass holiday weekend movie.
Despicable Me 4 says in cinemas July 12th on here.
Oh, you know why, dude? Because I linked us to a Universal Pictures UK.
Oh, you guys are going to have to wait. You're going to have to wait.
Oh, man. A full 8 days before you can see Despicable Me 4
Don't
UK.
put your coat on and grab the latch just yet.
All right, here's Despicable Me 4. Watching this trailer in 3, 2, 1, go.
I'm already bored.
Yep.
Look at the swimsuit edition of these
Who is
sweet
this, like,
ass minions.
Minion with the buzz cut now. This is like little Nazi minion.
They're all
kind of
Nazis.
little Nazis.
You got to add new ones there, Steve.
Already got married.
Yes.
That's nice. Oh, and they got a baby.
Yes, that's right. I impregnated her.
My boys can swim. Also, if I just like, maybe there's some other trailers that do or whatever, but does every Despicable Me trailer have Sweet Child of Mine in it? I feel like this is not the first time Guns N' Roses in the
very
Minions.
common. I'm not even
The answer is every trailer has
Yes,
every
goddamn thing.
Oh, really?
So it's just another villain we're gonna take down.
Wouldn't the Minions eat the baby?
Yeah,
Because, I mean, it's a competition, really.
They should eat the baby. Yes. So we've done episodes on the first one, and that's it.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yes. So we got time. We can get through them.
We gotta get through.
Oh yeah, Scary Hall and Oates. Hell yeah.
Right, man. That's another thing about family animation in general is these needle drops are horrendous.
Yep. By the way, a honey badger joke like 15 years after that meme.
That was that's so old I don't even know what that is.
Remember the honey badger don't care. That's what it was. Oh, see, the baby tamed it, much like the Incredibles baby did. I'm pretty sure.
Dude,
Honey Badger do fair.
Dude, don't bring your baby on crime. It's gonna get shot or something. That's how that works.
Yeah, Macaulay wasn't bringing his baby out on the heist.
Exactly.
And look what happened to him. So see. Oh, it's like the end of a Real Genius, Eric. Look. Popcorn assault.
Nice. Yeah, Real Genius. Probably the greatest scene of popcorn destroying a home. Look at that. They got into the vending machine, and now they're getting some of that delicious poppy soda for themselves.
It would be great if, like, the minion that was stuck in there just, like, suffocated.
I felt like I was suffocating watching that.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, we know they're for children, folks, but just your kids deserve better. How about that?
According to Letterboxd, those users, they're not. These aren't for children. These are very serious films
for adults.
For adults.
Well, I always love when they're like, oh, you know, it's grown adults. Like, it's an amazing movie that teaches you about friendship. And I'm like, I don't know. That's what they teach you in kindergarten. Like,
yeah. I'm 40 years old. I don't need to learn about friendship no more.
Yeah, that's it, dude. It's over for me. I'm not getting any more friends. There's no friendship here, pal.
Pencils down on getting new friends.
Seriously, right? Yeah.
Well, these next two are definitely adult motion pictures. First up, file this right firmly under Who Asked for This? Twisters. The Lee Isaac Chung follow-up
look at this
for
poster.
Minari is Twister.
Can I just say, where's the other Twister? Shouldn't there be two?
Yeah, great point.
Yep.
Well, they want to trick you as much because that's the exact poster for Twister, right?
It's
looking
the exact
out
same
into it.
Yep.
I want to see Bill Paxton's face kind of somewhere in the Twister.
Oh, in the Twister.
Like, you gotta get a Helen Hunt cameo. Like, we gotta go see whatever her name was, and she's maybe you do. It would be kind of tasteless, but like Paxton's character maybe lost his life in a storm, sort of a thing.
Him and Hoffman.
Right.
And now
man.
They both went up.
You do the Egon Spangler. You make them CGI ghosts to hold like the Twister at the end to like, we got you. It's suck zone.
Instead of the Harold Ramis, no more Harold Ramis ice on them. They're just constantly blowing. There's just hair is blowing and like wind is whipping their face all the time.
They get inside the center of it. It's like very 2001. It's like a polished room, and it's just the two of them, two AI nightmares of Philip Seymour Hoffman and Bill Paxton. Like, it's not your time yet. You have to go through the door. Go through the door, man. Look at my ball sack.
That's the ghost. The ghost would have to be Hanging Brain also.
Yes, for sure.
Oh, and they absolutely, at this point, after that's been on the internet for this long, they would reference the ball sack. You would 100%. Because at first, when I first saw this, I thought this was a prequel because I was like, Glenn Powell and I forget her name, but I was like, they're kind of good for young Paxton, young Hunt. I'm like, that would work.
Is it Daisy Edgar Jones?
Daisy Edgar Jones. Yeah, that's who it is.
Because also, I mean, this is a cast: Katie O'Brien, Glenn Powell, Maura Tierney, Kiernan Shipka, Daisy Edgar Jones, Anthony Ramos. There's a lot of people in this movie. Sasha Lane. Oh wow, I didn't know that.
And guys, like, there's a reason there's only one on the Twister. You can't reveal the secret new Twisters.
Of course,
like right on the poster, like
the blue Twisters.
Right? Yeah,
no, save something for the fucking movie. Come on, guys.
A tornado comes in with like glowing armor.
We yell all the time about these, posters and trailers ruining these movies for us. Finally, they're trying to hide it.
Well, don't worry, Chris. During show prep, I watched this trailer already, and they show you the fucking two Twisters in it, so don't worry about it. But yes, Lee Isaac Chung, man. I mean, they probably threw a fucking dump truck of money at him. Good for him. It's
I'm not even sure if it was that much money. Like that's what this and Quiet Place. I'm like, I'm sure it was money, especially compared to what you were getting for Pig and Minari.
Yeah,
like. It can't be. I don't think it's a metric tonnage the way like a Disney contract will get you.
No. But comparatively, like you're gonna fucking take the bait. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
But yeah, this is out from Universal, July 19th. Another July release here. So yeah, keep your eyes on this one, guys, because it is looks to me like it's pretty much the first movie, note for note. So here we go. Twisters, plural. In 3, 2, 1, go. Yep.
Oh, Stevie's on this, huh?
Oh, big time. I think he was on the last one.
Yeah,
too.
he must have
Oh,
been.
yeah.
Anthony Ramos, same dialogue from that Transformers movie, I think. I'm glad at least like Glenn Powell's in another blockbuster kind of thing. I really do love that guy.
Yeah, he was good in Top Gun.
Yeah.
Maverick.
Yeah. He's really good in the Linklater movie coming out this year.
Oh, I'm
Hitman.
excited for that. I did not get to see that yet.
Yeah.
See, in this one, Cary Elwes and Bill Paxton would get along.
Yes.
Actually,
Right.
Woohoo.
Yeah, we love endangering our lives.
Yes.
I think the storm CGI looks pretty good. But yeah, look what we're doing.
Dorothy's back.
It's Dorothy again. I can't believe this. So that begs the question:
Are we going to
one
Maze?
well, is someone a descendant? You know what I mean? Is this their kid?
I bet that's the case. I bet it's like my father was trying to stop these, and now because of climate change, there's thousands of them a day, and we got to stop weather. We got to stop weather.
This fellow we just saw back there in the driver's seat that looked like Tom Savini yelling twins repeatedly.
Love that. And call them twinsters.
Twinsters.
Wow, I wish I saw any one of those names you listed.
Yeah, we're not showing a ton of the cast there, but
we're showing them twisters.
It just straight up looks like the first movie. Like if a fucking tornado like goes through a movie screen or whatever, like I mean, I guess you can't sue yourself, but god damn. Terrible.
Well, we had to go with something. I mean, the Mummy retake didn't take.
Yeah.
So nobody did. So we had to do something. Had to bring back another one from the night.
Weather universe is going to happen.
No, I don't know.
The dark weather universe. It's like a cloud.
Deeper impact, I guess you could get eventually.
Blizzards.
Yeah.
Right.
Another Poseidon adventure. There you go.
Dream catchers. Yeah, there's a plot.
Towering Inferno 2.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Didn't an earthquake cause the Towering Inferno to happen? I don't remember.
Oh, we love earthquakes.
Probably.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, the thing that sucks is I know I'll see it, but fuck, man.
Yeah, because we're professionals, and that's what we do.
It just looks like the nadir of uncreative ideas.
And I want to support Lee Isaac Chung, and this is this is what I got to do. Like if I'm gonna do it, I got to do it. Like
let the guy renovate his house in peace, Chris.
Yeah, I guess so. I fucking guess.
So the last of the big game trailers we're gonna look at. This was the big one,
of course.
Coming together July 26th for now what we're calling Deadpool and Wolverine.
Fuck, I like birthday, really shit.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Happy birthday to you, dude.
Oh, good. Another one of these.
Yeah, it's been a while. I like both those movies, the first two. The first one I think is a very good. You can catch it on cable for 40 minutes and have fun with it.
Yeah, that's
you'll
true.
Get through the bleeping. And the second one I've only seen once. I remember not liking Ghost Monica Barrena or whatever her name is. There's like the ghost dimension he goes into for a hot second. But
yes.
I remember really liking Josh Brolin as Cable and like being like, oh, I would like more of that. And then that obviously never happened. But
that was I mean, I only saw it once too. I did go to the theater, but I remember that being my like biggest beef with it was like he's so good as Cable.
Yeah.
And it kind of almost felt like, I mean, because it's the Deadpool shenanigans show.
Sure.
So it felt like he was backseat, and I was like, there's not enough of him in this movie. Give him a Cable movie.
Didn't happen.
You're making Madam Web, and the Cable movie is right there.
Fair point.
Great point.
But I will say, I think this looks pretty cool, even without seeing Hugh Jackman, which is what they're going for here. So I don't know. We'll see. This is this one pulled right from Ryan Reynolds' official YouTube channel, you guys. But yes, coming out on Chris's birthday, July 26th. This is Deadpool and Wolverine. 3, 2, 1, go. This wig is unsettling.
Oh,
Yeah,
Rob
Rob-
Delaney's back.
Yeah.
He'll show up. He'll show back up. So she's not dead? Who was the dead woman?
No, she was dead, but I think he did something to the timeline, maybe something.
Oh, Christ almighty.
Sure.
Who are these, Steve?
Oh no, these are people from Loki.
These are the dildo police. Sorry.
No, it's just now it's annoying. Now it's annoying me. Like I was like, the Deadpool movies are fun and all that, and now I have to remember stuff from Disney Plus TV show. Plus.
Yep. Hey, Steve, do you think the nickname for the dildo police isn't the Fuzz, but the Buzz?
Now I'm like, ooh, who's Matthew McFadden playing? I want to know. I want to know.
He's a time person agent.
That's boring.
Yes.
Mm. Yeah,
the
TVA. So we're really leading into this, huh?
I mean, all of the Loki TV show, both seasons are about the TVA. That's who Owen Wilson works for.
Yes.
And this is just annoying me because it's like, we should start to branch out and do something different instead of constantly compounding the fact that it's the MCU, it's the MCU, it's the MCU.
Yes,
He just called himself Marvel Jesus, you guys.
Thumbs down, ladies and
gentlemen. And he has said we talked over it. He does say cinematic universe in this.
I'm sure he does.
Oh, man, I can't wait for them to talk about Kang for the whole movie.
Maybe that's what a lot of those reshoots were. They're like, wait a second.
Whoa, dude, blink and you miss it. Aaron Stanford returns as Pyro.
Pyro, yeah.
Wild.
They're going to finally do it. Oh, good.
That's pretty funny.
We'll see. We'll see.
We will see. I mean, look,
I wonder if they've cut the Jonathan Majors stinger out yet.
Yeah.
I mean, you would have to. You can't let that go out to theaters.
No, I don't think so.
It is.
Like, I'm really worried about Kang, and that's like Doctor Doom.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, Atlanta Falcons.
Exactly. I don't know, man. I just wish if there was ever a character that shouldn't be knee deep in continuity crap, it's Deadpool.
Yeah.
Just have a fun little. He's the Suicide Squad of, you know what I mean? Like that James Gunn's The Suicide Squad is what the Deadpool movie should be. It should be a wackadoo adventure. Like some guy's got a bunch of guns. I'm going to use a bunch of guns on him. We're having fun. We're done. He's farting on people or whatever he does.
I think it tells you exactly where they are in this process now. Is they're like, okay, the one that we said was not going to be like everything else. Fuck it. Emergency lever, pull it. We're going to bring Deadpool in. And this is how they're going to, of course, this is going to how they're going to bring X-Men into this fucking world. This is what's going to happen.
So cynical to be like, well, some people still care about this. I'm going to use that to force you to try to care about all these other amazing products.
What else are they going to do? Like everything's been fucking failing. Everything. And like this is their only option now is to try to bring the one thing that they salvage, because I don't think they're going to Downey Jr. and fucking Evans yet and being like, I swear we will give you your own rocket ship to the moon colonies we built. If you do this, please, we beg of you. And like they'll say no.
I hope. Robert Downey Jr., I'm seeing Oppenheimer right after this.
Oh, yeah.
Back in the theater.
Yeah.
Back in the theater. I'm going after this.
That's awesome.
So long story short, I'm interested. I enjoyed those first two movies. This seems like it's giving me a lot of pause. But I'm a sucker. It's Hugh Jackman. And
they're going to be. I know for me, it's going to be dancing on the edge of a knife.
Yeah.
Like I could easily hate it. I could easily think it's pretty cool. But like, it's a real like one false move. You know what I mean? Because my patience is already tried. So I don't know. We'll see. But you know what? It won't be. It's impossible. Well, yeah, no, it's impossible. It's impossible for Deadpool and Wolverine to be worse than the film we just recorded our next commentary on. Get ready for early in March. We're going to release our next commentary, which is indeed the Rebel Moonmentary,
Oh yeah,
covering part 1, A Child of Fire.
We did it, folks. We're talking over,
Right.
which is the only way to watch that movie, Rebel Moon.
Are we gonna keep in the fact that somebody might have fallen asleep during that one?
Absolutely. Oh, I that's
why would
staying right in there, dude. That's not going anywhere. One of us fell asleep.
We're cutting out
scary
highlights
room.
now? Is that what we're doing now, Steve? We're cutting out highlights. That's just, I mean, that's a great idea, I guess.
No, that was a movie that played way worse for me the second time around. I think
Same.
it was a little bit of a late night generosity the first time I watched it. But yeah, next month this is coming out. Patreon.com/WeHateMovies. This will be available at the $8 level and up. And yeah, don't worry, folks. We are going to do commentaries on both of them. So
we're not doing whatever the director's cut of this.
No.
Stop it, Eric. Don't you say a fucking word.
No,
I
not,
swear to God.
Maybe not commentary,
God,
but if they do director's cut, maybe we do a Snyder session again on.
Well, what if it's
Patreon.
black and white? That'd be cool.
That's so creative. He wasn't allowed to do that last time he had complete creative control, but now he can.
Yeah, suddenly weird.
So yeah, we will see. Coming in March, folks. We'll be sure to let you know about that over on the Patreon. Now, one last quick thing, some words really quick to talk about. Because actually I think it's only Steve and I that are watching this, and Steve's not caught up with the 3rd episode. But the new Ryan Murphy Feud season on Capote versus the Swans. It's pretty fucking fun, man. I have to say. These first 2 eps.
I mean, the cast is outrageously stacked.
Yes.
I
mean, look at this. Look at all these leading ladies in this fucking.
You've got. And I don't even think we haven't even really gotten to Calista Flockhart yet. I imagine it seems like Demi Moore might be over, but it seems like she's probably going to come back for different stuff to fill in.
Well, because we're jumping through time.
Exactly.
So having seen episode 3, yes, they're all around,
which is cool. And I mean, honestly, and who's not in the poster, but Tom Hollander steals every scene he's in as Truman Capote, which is kind of fascinating, coming right off the heels. I mean, it's been 15 years, but like, it's still an iconic performance by Philip Seymour Hoffman as Capote. So it's kind of weird to be able to sort of have somebody still have something to say about it.
Shit, Steve, I'm sorry. That's Toby Jones.
No, it is not.
You've been messed up.
Oh my God! Oh, dude, it's like the
forgot about that.
Everyone talks in this universe. Everyone talks about Toby Jones as opposed to.
What are you talking about?
Yes,
Toby Jones won the Academy Award for playing Capote.
It's a big deal. It's huge for him.
More Hoffman movie.
Mm-hmm.
Because that was my main, point of trepidation. I was like, how much more Truman Capote could there be?
Yes.
Like what else with a Truman Capote performance? And Hollander is awesome. It's really fantastic. Him getting beat up at that Thanksgiving is truly funny, even though it's not supposed to be. No. But it is a big guy punching a little guy, and I was kind of laughing. I will say, gird your loins for episode 3, Steve. It's a fake documentary.
Oh, okay.
It's all now. We're doing a Zack Snyder. We're 4:3 formatting. We're going to black and white. And it's all about Truman getting this big ball together. It's called the Black and White Ball in like 1966 that he's curating and getting the guest list for and all that shit. And it's fine except for, and this is why every time I think about it, it makes me like it less and less. They make it so it's the Maisels brothers that are making this fake documentary.
Oh. And
the Maisels did do a short doc with Capote, but not at that point in the timeline. They did a thing with him when In Cold Blood kind of hit.
Yeah.
But it's got nothing to do with this. And also, like, they're making this fake thing. You're using real life documentarians, the Maisels brothers, and they're not making a documentary the way the Maisels brothers made documentaries. Like, they're kind of doing the verite shit, but then all of a sudden it's like Calista Flockhart sitting in a chair for an interview. And I was like, that's not what they did.
Not everything needs to be The Office.
Yes.
No, I agree.
What if it was?
So that was really, as a big fan of Maisel's work, really driving me fucking crazy.
I didn't know this. I haven't seen this, but that's offensive. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't like that. And I'm not sure if I can get back. The high point of Feud to me is always going to be Alfred Molina as Robert Aldrich. That is just
in that first season, I didn't see any of that.
That was the one I saw. I haven't gone back since. But
I think this is the only one since then.
Oh, that's the only. I thought there was.
I think this is only the second season of Feud.
Was it? So that the Bill Clinton thing was a different.
That was American Crime Story.
Oh, that was American Crime Story. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Although you could have
Feud-
had a Lewinsky, what's her face feud.
Yeah.
My feud was with good taste and common decency, baby. Suck my dick in the White House, baby. From the back.
I mean, I'm definitely gonna keep watching this. Chelsea and I are having a ball with it, but just that one thing. And what sucked too, these first 3 episodes, I think he's 6 in total. He directed Gus Van Sant at the helm.
Yes.
Gus Van Sant, you know the Maisels, man.
Yeah.
And Ryan Murphy, you know the Maisels too. Like, I'm sorry. Like, just,
Probably.
there was no excuse to use them. Like, you could have just had some guy and it doesn't fucking matter. You know what I mean? But the fact that you specifically put a point on it, that these are the Maisels brothers making this movie in a way they never made a single movie, drove me fucking crazy. Molly Ringwald, unsung, great role. She's sort of like, I think is the one we've gotten the least so far.
Yes.
But she's fucking great. It's cool seeing her in a TV show. So anyway, maybe we'll check back in at the season finale of Feud, but that's going to do it for this week's On Screen Live. But remember, folks, there is just always stuff going on in the We Hate Movies universe, such as, if you missed it last week, we released a once-in-a-lifetime episode all about The Walls Are Watching. This is Branscombe Richmond really acting his heart out in a fake hider in the house movie where there's not enough hiding.
Plenty of house.
Plenty of house.
Plenty of house, but it's a great film, folks. Check it out. I love it.
Then releasing tomorrow, We Hate Movies rolls on. Big one for Valentine's Day. We're talking Notting Hill. All 2 hours and 4 minutes of it there. Jules, Hugh, Reese Fonz stealing the show. There's a bit of a wedge driven between us with an Elvis Costello song. You'll hear all about it. And if you hate them commercials, gang, because listen, they're not going anywhere. You can subscribe to the Patreon, get ad-free at the $8 level and up. Don't worry about it. But that's not it for this week. Let's see. Oh no, wait, I gotta pull the graphic. I forgot to put it in, but I have to do it. Where the fuck is it?
Let me answer a question somebody asked.
Yeah.
Where's the listener request about the reveal? That's next week. So just FYI, tune in next week.
So someone must have missed that at the beginning of this, but I also told everybody.
Yeah, I'm just letting everybody know.
Yeah, no, you got to do it, Steve. People don't pay attention. People don't read. You know, got to make sure everyone is tuned in, not missing the big live drawing. Now, Eric.
Good thing that you're gonna tune in every week, though, so you're never gonna miss.
Of course not.
The drawing, because you're always here every week.
You've never left. Watching this fucking thing, I felt like I never left. Kathy's Valentine.
Oh, no.
Oh, look at that.
This is a bone-chilling experiment in terror.
Yes.
You could watch it on YouTube and listen to our conversation on it this Thursday.
Much like the Super Bowl, better for the commercials than the actual content of what's happening.
Absolutely right. And then Friday, closing out the week with a real humdinger on the Gleep Glossary.
Oh boy.
Yes, Cabe and Muftak. We'll be talking about them. Oh, it is a fun conversation, folks.
Absolutely. I love those little scamps. It was a great episode. I'm super excited to hear that. All of that and more, patreon.com/WeHateMovies, folks. But that's going to do it for this week. Thank you, as always, for tuning in. We hope you have a kick-ass week. And until next Monday, when we are doing the Listener Request Month Drawing Live, I've been Andrew Jupin.
Steven Sadek, stop calling. The lines are closed.
Eric Siska, yes, don't call me either.
Chris Cabin, no more emails either.
Yeah, we got one of those this morning. You're totally right. Yeah, it's donezo, folks. We're telling you next Wednesday all about it. It's going to be awesome.
Start strategizing for next year.
Exactly.
There you go. Exactly. All right, folks. Have a good week. Bye-bye.